Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to stand in a place where nature itself seems determined to end you? Places where the air you breathe could kill you, where the ground beneath your feet might suddenly disappear, or where wildlife views you as nothing more than the next meal. Our planet harbors extraordinary locations that are as fascinating as they are deadly, places where humans dare to venture despite the extreme risks. Today, we're exploring the 5 most dangerous places on Earth, where survival isn't just challenging, it's a miracle. Introduction. From scorching deserts to frigid mountain peaks, from radioactive wastelands to islands crawling with deadly predators, Earth hosts a remarkable array of perilous destinations. What makes these places so dangerous? Is it extreme weather, toxic environments, dangerous wildlife, political instability, or perhaps a combination of all these factors? While most of us seek safety and comfort in our daily lives, there's something deeply captivating about places where danger lurks around every corner. These locations challenge our understanding of what environments humans can survive in, and they remind us of the raw power of nature, a power we can never fully control, only respect. So buckle up for a journey to Earth's most treacherous locations. Some are tourist destinations that claim lives every year despite warnings, while others are so extreme that only the most daring explorers or desperate locals ever set foot there. Each represents nature at its most formidable, beautiful, fascinating, and absolutely deadly. 1. Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. Few places on Earth have been so dramatically transformed by human activity as Bikini Atoll. Between 1946 and 1958, this once idyllic Pacific island paradise was the site of 23 nuclear tests conducted by the United States, including the detonation of Castle Bravo, the most powerful nuclear device ever detonated by the US, with a yield 1,000 times greater than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Today, Bikini Atoll remains one of the most radioactively contaminated places on Earth. The soil contains high levels of cesium-137, with radiation levels in some areas still exceeding 184 milligrams per year, significantly higher than the safe exposure limit. Despite cleanup efforts, plants grown in the soil absorb this radiation, making locally grown food unsafe for consumption. What makes Bikini Atoll particularly tragic is the human cost. The native Bikinians were relocated before testing began, with promises they could return when it was safe. More than 70 years later, their homeland remains uninhabitable. While some areas of the atoll have seen radiation decrease, scientists estimate parts of Bikini will remain dangerously radioactive for another 10,000 years. In a strange twist of fate, the marine ecosystem around Bikini has flourished in the absence of human activity. The lagoon contains numerous shipwrecks from the nuclear tests, creating an eerie underwater museum that attracts adventurous divers, though experts debate the safety of such expeditions due to potential radiation exposure. 2. Gates of Hell, Darvaza Gas Crater, Turkmenistan. In the middle of Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert, burns a fire that has not been extinguished for over 50 years. The Darvaza gas crater, colloquially known as the Gates of Hell, is a 230-foot wide burning crater that resulted from a Soviet gas drilling accident in 1971. When Soviet engineers encountered a natural gas cavern that caused their drilling platform to collapse, they feared the release of poisonous methane gas into nearby settlements. Their solution was to set the crater on fire, expecting the gas to burn off in a few weeks. Instead, it has continued burning uninterrupted for decades, fed by one of the world's largest natural gas reserves. The danger here is multifaceted. The scorching temperatures, reaching up to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, make approaching the crater's edge perilous. The ground surrounding the crater is unstable, with visitors reporting feeling the earth shift beneath their feet. Additionally, the remote location means medical assistance is hours away if accidents occur. Despite these risks, the gates of hell has become an unlikely tourist attraction, drawing visitors who camp in the surrounding desert to witness the crater's hypnotic flames, especially spectacular at night. In 2022, the Turkmenistan government announced plans to extinguish the fire due to environmental concerns and wasted gas resources, though as of this recording, the inferno continues to burn. 3. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Imagine a lake so caustic that it can turn animals to stone. This is not fiction, but the reality of Tanzania's Lake Natron, one of the most hostile bodies of water on the planet. This shallow soda lake has a pH level between 9 and 10.5, similar to ammonia, and temperatures that can reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius. The extreme alkalinity comes from sodium carbonate and other minerals that flow into the lake from the surrounding hills. These same minerals give the lake its characteristic blood-red color, created by microorganisms that thrive in this extreme environment. What makes Lake Natron infamous are the eerily preserved carcasses of animals found along its shoreline. Birds and bats that mistake the lake's reflective surface for safe water become immobilized by its caustic waters, die, and are then preserved by the lake's high mineral content, creating calcified statues of the unfortunate creatures. Remarkably, despite these extreme conditions, Lake Natron serves as the primary breeding ground for lesser flamingos. These resilient birds have adapted to build their nests on small islands of salt that form in the lake, with approximately 2.5 million flamingos to 75% of the world's population, relying on this inhospitable environment for reproduction. For humans, even brief contact with the lake's water can cause chemical burns, and drinking it would be fatal. Yet the Maasai people have traditionally harvested salt and minerals from its edges, demonstrating the remarkable human ability to adapt to even the most extreme environments. 4. Oymyakon, Russia. While many dangerous places threaten with heat, toxicity, or wildlife, Oymyakon, Russia kills with cold. This remote Siberian village holds the distinction of being the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth, with a record low temperature of -96.16 degrees Fahrenheit, -71.2 degrees Celsius, recorded in 1924. In Oymyakon, winter temperatures regularly drop below -58 degrees Fahrenheit, -50 degrees Celsius, creating conditions where exposed skin freezes in seconds, metal becomes brittle enough to shatter, and cars can only be kept running by keeping them idling 24 hours a day. Even everyday activities become life-threatening challenges. Batteries fail almost instantly. Eyelashes freeze together, and exhaled breath forms a fog so thick it's called the whisper of the stars. Perhaps most incredibly, about 500 people call this frozen extremity home. They've adapted remarkable survival techniques, burying their pipes underground to prevent freezing, using outhouses because water pipes would freeze solid, and consuming a high-fat diet of reindeer meat, horse meat, and fish to maintain body heat. The ground is permanently frozen, making agriculture impossible and traditional burial impractical. Graves must be dug over the course of several days using bonfires to thaw the earth inch by inch. Despite these challenges, Oymyakon has become a destination for extreme tourism, with visitors coming to experience the surreal beauty of a landscape, where boiling water thrown into the air freezes before hitting the ground. For those seeking Earth's most extreme environments, this village represents the absolute limit of cold that human civilization can endure. 5. North Sentinel Island, Andaman Islands. Some dangerous places are hazardous due to environmental conditions. North Sentinel Island is deadly because of its inhabitants. This small island in the Bay of Bengal is home to the Sentinelese people, one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world who violently reject any attempt at outside contact. The Sentinelese, numbering between 50 and 200 individuals, have maintained their isolation for an estimated 60,000 years. They respond to approaches from outsiders with a hail of arrows and spears. This hostility isn't without reason. Their limited contact with the outside world has often been violent, including kidnappings by British colonizers in the 1800s. The danger here is mutual. For outsiders, it's the risk of violent death at the hands of the tribe. For the Sentinelese, it's the threat of exposure to common pathogens against which they have no immunity, potentially causing a devastating epidemic that could wipe out their entire population. The Indian government has established a 3-mile exclusion zone around the island, making it illegal to approach. Despite this protection, in 2018, American missionary John Allen Show was killed attempting to convert the tribe to Christianity. His body has never been recovered. North Sentinel Island represents a unique ethical dilemma in our connected world, a place so dangerous not because of what it is, but because contact itself represents an existential threat to both visitors and inhabitants. From radioactive wastelands to islands of deadly predators, from lakes that petrify to coasts that kill, Earth's most dangerous places reveal the complex relationship between humans and our planet. These locations remind us that despite our technological advances, nature maintains the upper hand, powerful, unpredictable, and sometimes lethal. These dangerous places are more than just hazards to be avoided. They're living laboratories, ultimate challenges, and windows into Earth's raw power. They demand our respect while capturing our imagination, representing both the limits of human endurance and our relentless drive to push beyond those limits. What dangerous place on Earth fascinates you most? Would you visit any of these locations if given the chance? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of our planet's most extraordinary features. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.